This is a Do You Validate podcast.
Oddity Roadshow, episode 46. The Tale of the Hellblockers, part 2. And the camera opens on the three of you inside of your station wagon as you cross over the city limits of Cherokee, North Carolina. The show hasn't been going great. You've been getting a lot of weird notes and stuff like that. Andy, you've noticed your show circles aren't doing as well. There's a lot of questions in the DMs about what you guys have been up to, where's the episodes at, but you know you're definitely turning episodes in.
Yeah.
And then Hunter, you're still the same size.
I am a big boy.
Yeah, you're still driving the station wagon. However, though, sometimes you don't really know what's been going on, but the station wagon has seen better days. It seems like you've been doing some off-roading in the station wagon, even though you know that your mom told you not to.
She was very specific in that matter. It seems that I should drive the station wagon into a car wash of some sort.
Yeah.
However, on I drive through the city limits. My name is Hunter Farmer, and there are phone books attached to the bottom of my feet, so that, big boy though I am but 11, and this is how I will reach the pedals of the car.
Just for a recap, just in case. Greg,
This is just me taking the voice out for a spin once more.
Just letting the other two people that drive with you every day know this. Greg, what's your outfit like right now? Are you still?
Oh, I have my seatbelt on. Oh, you said to Greg.
Greg dead. Yo-yo extruded water. Like extraordinaire, except the opposite. Let me retake that.
And he's off to the races.
First line. Killing it.
Oh God, sorry. I'm sorry. I've been running around all day.
It's a good joke. Keep it.
Greg dead. Yo-yo extraorda rock. That's the opposite of air, because he's not that great at the yo-yo, but he does connect to its mystical powers. He is wearing biking shorts and a puffy blue jacket that has been cut into it with what seems to be knives or throwing stars or other outside attacks. His mohawk has been ungelled, so it flops over in a almost DiCaprio part over both sides of his face, leaving his forehead blissfully and greasingly clear to see.
Yeah, just so beautiful. So yeah, y'all are pulling into town. You go for a car wash, and while you're there, you do see it's a newer looking billboard too for two attractions in town. One called Halloween Town, and one called Santa's Land's Fun Park and Zoo. The billboards, although the attractions in the billboards themselves look older, they do look new and updated.
Andy Cheever, who has dyed her hair silver, but you can see has not been keeping up with her roots so well. She is sitting upside down in her car seat, and she's got her front-facing camera on her phone trained at her face, and she's like, "All right, over, Ann Cheevers, it's your girl, Andy, and it is time to Pokemon Go make a poll. Should the Hellblockers go to Santaland Fun Park and Zoo or Halloween Town?" And she waits for hearts, waits for people to respond, waits for the comment section to go off, and there's no response.
Hunter's gonna look up at the billboards and take them in and say,
Ah, yes, the eternal war between good little boys and girls and nasty rapscallions continues.
I have a question, Joel. Do you think that, Is Andy the only one who knows that the videos aren't going through?
She kind of does, and also is in a weird little state of denial about it. It is. Did you ever see pretty much any Terry Pratchett film? Whenever we're obviously seeing people go through mental breakdowns, and they're just kind of like, never mind that. So you can kind of play it how you want. Like, there's definitely some suspicion of stuff, but anytime you really try to look into anything, it's kind of like you just kind of forget eventually, or you find yourself somewhere new, or just forgetting what you were doing.
Okay, cool.
This is no allegory for anything in my life that I've struggled with.
Same. Andy's looking at her phone and the lack of response, and she's like kind of feeling like almost feverish. She's not used to having such radio silence on her very popular Instagram live. And so she just kind of gulps and looks around and says, "Oh man, it's overwhelmingly in favor of Santa Land Fun Park Zoo. Bitchin'. See you there." And then you hear the phone like click off, and she just stares into the ceiling of the car.
Nice. Santa. Christmas. That'll be really fun for all of us. We could all use a little time to be together, to celebrate each other rather than always focusing on the stairs. The scares.
And we cut to a confessional. Hunter Farmer is speaking to the camera and says,
I must confess, I am looking forward to the holiday festivities, the Yuletide sense of peace and goodwill to my fellow man. I must admit I have been losing time lately. It scares me, but I don't know if this is just the great puberty coming for even me, Hunter Farmer.
And we cut back.
Cut to confessional. Greg dead. Yeah, I've been feeling scared a lot recently, and I've been feeling like I've participated in scares a lot recently, and I'm down to do that. I'm down to freak people out. I'm always down to freak people out because that enlarges their ability to understand the world around them, and I appreciate being a participant in the enlargement of one's reality. But man, I could use a break. Man, I could use just some family time, and maybe finally, if we're just celebrating each other, Andy will give me the time of day.
Cut to confessional. It's Andy Cheever. Her black under eye makeup is just streaming down her face. And she's like, "Is it Christmas? Is it Halloween? I don't fucking know. I've lost track of every day so far. And I'm starting to really lean on Greg in a way that scares me." And back.
Now that we're back, Hunter Farmer, he takes in the numbers and he realizes, he says,
Yes, well, it seems the votes are in and we will be going to the holiday wonderland. Here we go a-wassailing among the leaves so green. Here we go a-wandering, so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year.
Hey guys, not meaning to be exclusionary towards any creed or non-religion. This is just, we gotta face facts. Christmas is a Catholic holiday.
Well, I do mean to be exclusionary. There is a war on Christmas, one I intend to win.
And what I think about Christmas is there's a famous line in that song, "Unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders." That's a line I always feel like people don't bring up enough, that the line in the song says, "and the government should be upon his shoulders." And the government.
What song are you referencing?
What song is this?
"And unto us a child is born."
By
Can
who?
you, cite a source?
Sing it.
"Unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders."
Is this real? What is real?
I heard it on the Roaches Christmas album that my parents grew up with.
Oh, the Roaches Christmas album. Oh, yes, that beloved. Everyone knows the Roaches deep cut Christmas songs.
This 11-year-old's getting you right now.
I thought you were talking
Oh,
about...
when I think of Christmas, I think of the Hammond Song Band.
I just assumed it was a more widespread carol.
Jerry Seinfeld over here riffing on airline food. Are there any waitresses deep cuts that you think are lyrically strange?
I love how Branson's breaking through the Hunter voice right now, coming at Tim.
Hunter controls himself and he straightens his rat tail.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So y'all go through a car wash. The camera kind of lingers on the drain of the car wash as y'all pull through, as a alarming amount of blood and viscera has been washed off the undercarriage of the car that's going into the drain. But y'all are on the inside of the car, so that's outside car problems. So we drive away, and y'all are making your way to Santa's Land Fun Park and Zoo. It is packed. There are there is a full parking lot of people, just guests everywhere. The actual sign when you come in is just so beautiful and lovely. It physically looks like the letters are smiling and singing welcome, and you even do see two actual anthropomorphic candy canes waving to everybody. Some people might think these are people in a candy cane suit, but if it is a suit, it's such a well done job of the actual suit inside, but they're waving, and it's just it's such a joyous thing. And although you guys don't really have a good grasp of time, you do know that it's definitely not winter time because it's still summer. You can feel the heat outside. Yeah. It's as joyful as Christmas time, but it's summer Christmas.
I turn the AC up and I look around and say,
Santa Claus himself, who I am on the cusp of not believing in, could not have designed a happier winter wonderland. But where, and I scan looking around, where is baby Jesus, to whom we owe the day?
Yeah, that's right. Overhand Cheevers, weigh in. This year, have you been good or have you been bad? Cut to confessional, but the footage is super grainy and the colors are inverted on Andy, and she's like, I've been bad, dude. Real bad. Cut back.
Cut to Greg. I've been good. I've been helping. I've been supporting Andy. I've been supporting everyone. I've been real good.
Cut to a confessional of Hunter Farmer saying, I just want to find baby Jesus and shake his hand and thank him for, and then we cut and it's sort of the wrong footage, it's also grainy and it's digital blown up to film, it's just it's that Inland Empire, it just sort of feels wrong. And it's Hunter Farmer and he's got blood all over his hand saying,
you have to understand, it was them or me.
We cut back.
I want to see an elf.
Y'all park. There are, you say you want to see an elf, and sure enough, there is somebody that it's at first from far away. It looks like someone dressed as an elf, but as they get closer, they kind of have this porcelain skin, but it's still movable, and they're smiling, and they just come up and go, "Hey, it's me, Tipsy the Elf. Welcome to Santa's Land Fun Park and Zoo."
Wow.
Tipsy, one of Santa's main helpers.
Yes, that's me. Hello there. Oh, I didn't know that young boys such as yourself are allowed to drive cars. That's a new one to me.
Special permissions from the government can be given in special situations such as my own.
Oh, well, I don't have a government. I just have Santa Claus.
Is that not a government?
I don't really know.
Can a man not be a government unto himself?
A lot of people don't really bring this stuff up to me. They kind of just.
I'm sorry, Tipsy. I'm Tipsy. Forgive me.
They just kind of. You have a lot of Christmas cheer in you. You're shaking.
And I'm vibrating.
Andy puts a hand on Hunter's shoulder, and you see that her hand is, especially near her fingernail beds, are caked in old brown dry blood.
The vibrations send shockwaves up your arm into your shoulder.
I can't help it. Every little boy loves Christmas so much.
Yeah, we're, you might have heard of us actually, Tipsy?
Yeah, that's me, Tipsy the Elf.
What up? Follow for follow. I'm Andy Cheever at @OverandCheever on TikTok, Insta @L. Care to take a selfie?
I don't know what follow for follow means. I'll follow you into the park and you can follow. How do we follow? Because if I'm following you and you're following me, are we?
Please, Tipsy, forgive us. And I turn to Andy. I say, you're embarrassing me in front of Tipsy, the elf who imbibes on the most eggnog.
Apologies. Tipsy, please, lead the way. I hate shaming children.
Wait.
It's as if my comrades know nothing of the deep Christmas lore.
That's okay. Well, a lot of people come here just to entertain the kiddos, and don't worry, we got drinks
Tipsy,
for their parents.
just fucking take us into the park.
Oh, I'm so okay.
Her eyes flash yellow.
Oh, And then Tipsy just is like, and the way he walks is kind of like a waddle as his knees bend, but not enough to like not have to kind of waddle in there. You saw like the dimples, they look like they're painted on, just gotta go a little lower on the face. As Tipsy's a little intimidated by Andy's screams as the three of you follow behind this small living porcelain doll elf.
Wow, Tipsy, I cannot believe it. I could die happy. The real Tipsy. Oh.
Hey, Greg, how are you feeling about Christmas this year?
I'm just happy we're all having it together with family together. I kind of feel like you're all my family now after everything we've been through, everything we do. I know it's sometimes when I look at Hunter, it's like you and I's kid. It's sort of like you and I have a son sometimes. I think about it like that. So honestly, my Christmas wish already came true.
Yeah, we have been through a lot. I remember all of it.
I don't remember much of what's been going on, but I just feel it's so funny. I think one of the Christmas gifts I've been given is I don't remember that much, but I can feel right now what's happening. What's happening is that you and I and this young child is ours. We're gonna celebrate and have a fantastic time.
I must correct. I'm not quite your young child. I have my own mama and daddy.
Yeah, his mom taught me Spanish.
Yes,
Feliz
my mother is a
Navidad.
Spanish teacher. I call her Senorita Mama.
Sure, no, right.
And not Senora, Senorita. Mama, I'm a big boy, but my mama is a little girl. And I don't say madre either. I say mama.
Right, no, I knew that. I remember that. Greg's eyes for a second dim from the mustard color that has overtaken the whites. They begin to dim just so it's a little whiter, a little almost gray. Yeah, I remember that. Then the yo-yo that has been dragging around his side wraps around his ankle, and the yellow comes back into his eyes. Right.
So yeah, we're here because Andy's face just kind of goes blank. All right, it's time to poll again. What are we here for, guys? Help a sister out.
You're all at the front of the gate now. Tipsy looks and goes, "You're here for Santa's Christmas cheer and to enjoy it all year round. Welcome to the park, Santa's Land Fun Park and Zoo. That is."
Oh, a dark cloud had sort of been forming around Hunter Farmer. He goes, yes, the happiest place on earth. I should like to enter.
Well, yeah, come on over here and we'll purchase your tickets and then we can get you right on in.
Yes, and I'll follow.
How much?
Well, I don't really know what money is, so you'll go talk to my human friend over there. He'll say the money thing. I'm just here to greet people.
Okay.
I bow to Tipsy and I say, Tipsy, it has been an honor.
Thank you. I don't know if I caught your name.
My name is Hunter Farmer. I'm a big boy.
Well, Hunter Farmer, I'm a big boy. It was lovely to meet you. And he gives you a little bow too and waddles away.
This is huge.
Not my type.
Yeah, so Tipsy does direct you to the checkout, and there is somebody. They're dressed in a similar outfit as Tipsy, but they do look more human themselves. They have a name tag that just says Sarah, and she goes, "Hey, welcome to Santa's Land Fun Park and Zoo. We have 2 adults and 1 kid. Is that it for your party?"
Yeah, that's right. We'd love to enter the park and ask Santa for forgiveness.
That's not. You can like give him your Christmas wishes. We don't really.
That's what I said.
No, you definitely said ask him for forgiveness. That's more of a Catholic thing. We're a non-denominational Christmas themed park, you know.
This isn't a Catholic holiday? But then why in that one song does he say the government shall be upon his shoulders? A government, an alternative government to this world, the Catholic government.
You talking about from the Roaches?
I to be honest, I always assumed it was a more widespread song that was just the version I was aware of.
Oh, I just used to have a burnout ex-boyfriend that used to listen to that song all the time, and it really annoyed me. I haven't met anyone else that knew it.
Oh, so you're single.
I am single, but the job keeps me pretty busy right now.
What is up? I am Andy Cheever. I am looking for love.
Oh, that's very forward. I'm just selling tickets to people. I mean, maybe we could like get a drink later, but I'm not necessarily looking for love. I had a pretty pretty traumatic thing happened like a month ago, and I'm kind of just, still trying to settle back in.
A yo-yo rocks between your teeth.
Greg!
The yo-yo wraps around your tonsils and pulls, yanking them out.
Whoa!
This boy just starts to spit up blood on the three of you as you just gave her an impromptu tonsillectomy. She's just coughing up lots and lots of blood. She can't really do much else besides that right now, honestly.
Oh no! Oh dear!
Oh no, she can't handle customers. That's a bad sign for holding on to a relationship. She can't even handle a customer. Oh man, we should go ask Santa to give her a different job.
Andy, just kind of in a panic, reaches into the booth that Sarah was working and just grabs a fistful of tickets and ushers the other two into the park.
Yeah.
In we go.
Yeah, y'all go into the park. There's a family in line behind you that looks very concerned, and the mom and dad just look at their son and go, maybe we should go check out Halloween Town. I think this park is a little too packed for the day. And they leave as Sarah just kind of falls down and slowly chokes on her own blood. But the camera slowly pans away from her as the two of you are following Hunter in because he's definitely taken the lead. As Hunter, this place is magical. Everywhere
Yes!
you look, there's little snowmen come to life. There are elves walking around. There's candy canes. There's gingerbread men.
Look,
Even
there's the snowman. Look, there's Mrs. Claus's cabin that she goes to when she needs to get away from Santa because it's all about the job for him.
And then even the workers there, despite working at a weird one-off theme park in the middle of North Carolina, they look happy. They look like it is a good time, and they're all really enjoying themselves.
And how could they not? The scent of pine fills the air.
You do see a little pole and it has directions on it, and one of it does point to Santa's workshop.
Oh, and I'm jumping up and down pointing towards it. Can we?
Yeah, I feel like we're here. Let's see the big guy,
We've got to see him early in the day before the big lines form.
No worries, my little child. We will see Santa. You will get what you want. You're gonna have
Greg Dad, I would like to have a word with you. And I pull Greg Dad to the side.
Yes, Hunter?
Earlier, I came down so hard on you for riffing on a Roche's B-side. That was not my place. I myself have an experience with Sir Elton John's Step Into Christmas, where I thought it was more ubiquitous than it seems to be. I thought that riff was famous, the do-do-do-do-do-do, but not many people seem to know about it. I was wrong to come down hard on you. I don't know what came over me, and there's a dark shadow forms on my face. I feel like something dark has been happening to me lately.
Two hands you feel upon your shoulders.
Oh! He's killing me!
No, it's okay. You're getting your apologies out of the way before seeing Santa, before you're being labeled a good boy. We're able to get gifts.
No, my heart is pure. It's not to get in with Santa. I felt I owe you an apology. I saw you rip the tonsils out from a woman earlier, and it did give me pause, and it did make me think, perhaps this is someone whose side I should be on. But I owe you an apology in sincerity.
I appreciate the apology, and I didn't mean for you to see that. I didn't mean for you to... What did I do? Tonsils?
You riffed on a Roaches B-side as if everybody knows about the Roaches.
No, but the thing about...
You made your own personal life experience. You globalized it and turned it into everyone else's, Tim. I don't know what you were doing. You made it your own thing. You made your thing into I don't know what's come over me.
No, but I'm talking about the yo-yo. The tonsils. We got our tickets, right? I don't remember what I did.
It seems the strange dark thing is happening to both of us. Darkness and evil has taken over us, and we seem to lose the moment.
You guys pause for a moment and look over at Andy, and she is standing in a kind of a headstand, but like folded in half so that her feet and her head are both on the ground, and through her legs she's got her arm extended and is trying to take selfies. But she looks...
Well, look!
She's frowning.
There's Andy, the girl with whom you want to have babies.
I mean, only if she'd want... Yeah, no, definitely the girl we're gonna have babies with, especially after she sees all these kids on a Christmas day. Yeah, it's just a matter of time before she realizes how important I am to her life. And how important you are, hand on your cheek.
Oh!
You're my little guy. You're my little son. We're a family here, and we'll do anything for each other, right? You'll do anything for me, right?
I would do almost anything, but I must again remind you, I have my own daddy. And then a darkness again forms over my face, and I say, and if you ever try to take the place of my daddy, there will be dire consequences.
Agreed. Maybe you will get some coal this Christmas, being as bad as you're being.
What?
What?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking?
What's the coal thing?
The coal? People...
You have no right to distribute coal to me. That right belongs to Santa Claus and Santa Claus alone.
Oh, right. We needed to see Santa. That's what we're here. We wanted to see Santa. Come on, let's go to Santa's workshop before the line gets too long.
Yes.
Behind you guys, you like the camera sees Andy stalking one of the park goers with like a box cutter drawn.
Yeah. You guys make your way over to Santa. Andy comes over as she's wiping off like a bloody box cutter. And you are in line. There's not a long line for Santa. You're probably about like 2-3 spaces back. But there are some people in front of you. Mostly children. There are some parents in line with their children, of course.
These people are going too slow in the line. They're standing in the line wrong.
One by one, each person in front of us falls flat on their face as if tripped. Were you to look down, you'd see that their little ankles have been wrapped around by the string of a yo-yo. But if you don't look down, you just see people tripping and falling forward. I guess they're all tired. Let's go talk to Santa.
Bitchin'. Andy clambers over the bodies and walks in.
There's a gingerbread man, a physical, like it looks like gingerbread cookie come to life.
Ew, Joel, what the fuck? Oh my God.
Who greets you?
Hello there, I'm Mr. Gingerbread. How many for Santa?
I push past him. I'm like almost tripping over myself. You see the full, like, just the big boy just charging for Santa Claus, it's me, Hunter Farmer. Have you gotten my letters?
Give me a tough check. Give me a roll with tough. So you're going to roll 2d6 and add 3.
That's going to be a 10.
You just like shove him with your big boy arms and just go like, oh no, my brittle body. And he falls and just cracks.
Away from me, bread man.
Yeah, when you just shove right through and you get to Santa.
Your flesh is the same as your buildings.
And this Santa looks like it kind of mechanical, but still has a very large range of motion. And he goes,
Ho, ho, ho! That's not very nice for a good little boy like yourself. What if that gingerbread man can't get put back together there? And what is your name?
No, we would just use frosting. We would use frosting to put the pieces back together. My name is Hunter Farmer, and I immediately use I am a good boy.
Roll with plus charm.
This is a new addition to my sheet. I now have something called I am a good boy. I roll plus charm to show people how good of a boy I am. As I'm rolling plus charm, which is a -2. That's gonna be a 2.
All right, great. Yeah. So just for everyone listening, even though normally I don't care about rules, these are funny, so I'll read it. 10 plus, you get to, they believe you and they'll do anything you ask. On a 7 to 9, they hesitate, but go through with whatever you wanted to cost to you. And on a 1 to 6, they see you for really you are, and part of your physical form is changed forever. The next time you roll using tough or weird, take a +1. What changes on your body?
Oh no! One of my eyes is replaced by an eye patch.
Replaced.
Replaced
So
by
this
an
is
eye
the
patch.
thing.
Not covered by, it's replaced.
So it's not covered by the inside of your eye. You still have eyelids, but the actual eye itself is kind of like a leathery patch substance.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, and it grows out. The visual of that is too upsetting for me to exist within. It grows out past the eyelids to cover, just like an eye patch.
Yeah.
But it does replace the eyeball.
Yeah. Sanders goes,
Ho, ho, ho! I don't really know what to say to this. I feel like maybe you should go to the nurses' ward here. Oh wow! I was just a robot about a month ago, but this is a lot to deal with. Ho, ho, ho!
No, I don't understand. I've been a good boy. I apologize to Greg. I drove a car around. My exterior, it's hardened.
Well,
My perception, my depth perception, it's removed.
I don't think having lack of depth perception makes you a good or a bad person, but I do.
I believe there's a moral dimension.
I do think that killing a gingerbread man to get to Santa. Also, now that I look at it, it does seem like you tripped a lot of boys and girls to get in. Ho, ho, ho.
No, this isn't how it was
naughty.
supposed to go.
Wait, Santa, we'll leave you alone if that's what you want. But first, I want to ask for my gift.
Oh, okay. I mean, normally you just, you can tell me what you would like, and if you've been a good little boy or girl, yeah, I'll give it to you later on Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Andy, kind of saunters up to the Santa Claus robot and puts the arm holding the box cutter around his shoulder. And then with her other hand, she pulls a photo out of her back pocket. And I'm going to use, have you seen these four?
Yeah, so you're going to roll with plus sharp.
Ooh, so it's an 11.
On a 10 plus, you burrow deep in the mine and get exactly what you want from them, leaving a corpse behind. So you are able to go into this mine, and you don't really care about this, but you can tell this mine is only about a month old. There's no memories past the month before this. However, you do specifically see the three people that you are looking for in this photo have been there. One of them, Jamie, was a bad girl and had coal shot at her. And you do also see Ron and Marlon, and you do see some memories of them around the van. You don't know where they went after or how long ago this was, but it is within the last month. So you do get to see all of this, as what we see on the outside is like Andy's eyes go like this yellow color as she's staring into this Santa Claus's robotic soul, as literally you start to see like his head is like kind of crunching like the metallic can, and then also you just see like Andy is just like digging the box cutter in across his chest. There's like, for no reason other than fun aesthetics, there's like wrapping paper and tinsel and stuff just like pouring out as we just hear
No!
as Andy is killing Santa Claus.
I see as Santa dies, I go, no, it wasn't supposed to be like this. And once again, I cast I Am a Good Boy in a desperate attempt to let him know before he meets his reward that Hunter Farmer is one of his chosen.
Yeah, so roll with charm again.
Dude, I got snake eyes. So that's gonna be a -1.
What changes on you now?
No! And as I scream, thick 5 o'clock shadow appears on my face. I'm looking more and more like Snake Plissken.
But just short?
Yeah, but I'm still a little big boy. And it's not the kind of like 5 o'clock shadow that like kids who are starting puberty and need to shave get, where it's like sort of wispy little blonde hair. It's like this is like a man who has been shaved and needs to shave every morning. And this is like 9 p.m. for that guy, you know? Thick, dark. There's some Mediterranean heritage in there, you know.
As the two of you are inside Santa's workshop, Greg, someone walks up to you, and they're like, and it's this guy. He's just in like a Santa Land employee outfit. He has a name tag. This says Trent, and he's like, hey, we're getting some complaints here that somebody tripped a lot of kids, and that that there's some weird noises coming out of Santa's workshop. Is everything okay?
Oh yeah, everything's fine. We're just talking to Santa. Is that okay? Or are we not allowed to talk to Santa?
Wait a minute, are you Greg dead?
Oh my God, you're a fan. Yeah.
Yeah, I am a fan. What? But like, where's the show been, man? Like, y'all always were posting updates. You're going live all the time,
We still do it. It's the algorithm. It's because we're posting all the time, but the algorithm's different now. On TV, the algorithm's different. Online, the algorithm is different. It sucks because we make it, and we still have our fans, but we've lost a few because of the algorithm.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm part of the Discord. I'm on the Patreon too, and those haven't been updated in forever.
I'm not allowed to interact with those spaces anymore.
Oh, I heard those rumors, but I thought that those were just kind of but. Okay, well...
No, they were very substantiated.
Oh my God, is that Hunter Farmer?
Yes. Yeah. I am Hunter Farmer. I'm still shaken from my experience watching Santa die and spurting 5 o'clock shadow, and I have an eye patch.
I guess, everyone's been, saying it's going to be crazy to watch you grow up live on TV, and I guess it's kind of already happened. You got the beard.
No, I'm still a good little boy. I'm a big boy, but a good boy.
I didn't say you were a bad boy. Hey, is that tinsel covering your body?
I'm sorry, I don't know how far away from me you are.
I'm fairly close. What? Do you have an eye patch now?
I don't know. Maybe you're far away and you're Kaiju sized.
I'm definitely not. I guess
I have no way of knowing.
Hey, we really appreciate meeting a fan, but we are people too, and we deserve a little space, okay?
Well,
we're actually here on a family vacation.
I did come here because I heard there was complaints and that somebody...
And instead you found someone you're a fan of. Lucky you. Now please, let us be normal people and enjoy our holiday, or else.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna go inside and go check out to see if everything's okay with Santa.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
I definitely do, because it's my job, and
you don't want to do that.
I more so want to do it now because of not just the fact that you are protesting, but the way that you're doing it.
Mr. Yellow. He plays he plays his move. I am Mr. Yellow.
Yeah, roll plus cool.
Roll plus cool and let Mr. Yellow take control. On 10+, you're able to do anything you want in the moment, from reading minds to shape-shifting into bestial form. On 7 to 9, you suffer 1 harm while being able to do an ability you want. On a 1 to 6, you cough up blood and other organs and suffer 2 harm as you find another part of your body has changed for the worse. I rolled a 6.
So you'll be at a 9 total.
Okay.
So yeah, you get
Your funeral.
So it hurts you a little bit. Not only do Greg's eyes go to this yellowish hue, but Mr. Yellow, who y'all had seen last time, who is no longer with you, you do see Greg's physical form, his cheekbones, his jawline, forms to look more like Mr. Yellow. What ability are you granted in this time, Greg?
Greg Dead seems to enlarge him, as if every muscle on his body starts to flex and get stronger and stronger. Soon he's the size of a linebacker, then the size of a wrestler, and then the size of a goddamn basketball hoop, with strength on every size. Kind of like Bane when he takes the venom to get so much bigger and stronger. But his hands, his beautiful, skilled hands, they've become just yo-yos themselves, bouncing up and down upon the stubs of his wrists.
Andy pokes her head out of Santa's workshop. She looks absolutely feral. You could tell she's on all fours, and she's got a piece of gingerbread man hanging out of her mouth. And she sniffs at the air wildly, and she sees Greg, and the Mr. Yellow energy draws her to him. You might remember they were kind of an item last time. So yeah, she kind of crawls over to you scurries over to you like a squirrel, and then pops up, and she's like, Greg, you look really good.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. You're beautiful. But Daddy gotta do a little work right now, okay? And Greg Dead turns his yellow eyes to Trent and then lifts up his gigantic yo-yo hands and smashes them against the side of his face.
Just like in old 80s horror, we just get this just head exploding.
Yeah.
He had no chance to even react to this. Just the fact
Scanners.
Straight scanners. So just the fact that he saw you. I liked you, Tim. I like your progression of larger men in your head too. I like.
We all know a wrestler is always bigger than a linebacker.
Yep.
I call the wrestler.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I do.
No, you painted it.
And the gulf between what you mean and what you said is why I'm laughing.
Yeah, so you just squish his head, and then now there's definitely a bit of pandemonium as everyone. There's people that saw this, all the people you tripped in line that were pointing, being these are the guys. They're definitely yo, this is fucked. So people are running around and scared right now. And Greg, once you smash his head, you kind of go back down to Greg Dead's size, which is a little smaller than a linebacker. And Andy, there was something there, but it kind of goes away. The mystique is gone. But people are running, scared, and screaming and freaking out at this point. But Andy, you do know that the 3 people in their van you were looking for were around here, but you don't know like anything else because all the stuff you got from Santa Claus was just like one interaction, and they left him. Santa Claus didn't see them leaving the park. He saw them go to another section of the park.
Can I consult the photograph?
Yeah, of course.
I look at it and I look and I see a large man in overalls on the photograph.
Mm-hmm.
I see a small brunette-haired girl who wears horse shirts, and she's in the middle of like an Animorphs transformation. You know, she's like the middle stage. She's transforming into a giant bird. And I see a slender con man with scars all over his body and face, and he's upside down in a way that would suggest an ability with backflips. And I say, what a moment caught on film.
Andy takes the photo back from Hunter and then sort of like turns it upside down in her hand and like cocks her head like a dog would. And is like, oh, wait a minute. There's a van in this photo. I know how we find these people. We got to find a parking attendant. And she starts like stalking towards the parking lot. Actually, are there any like car rides, you know?
There's like a Christmas train that goes around the
Polar Express.
Yeah, the Polar Express.
I still hear the bells. It's not too late for me.
Andy heads over to the Polar Express and like tries to address the engine like as if it was a person.
Well, luckily for you, the engine is a sentient being as it pulls up and it goes,
Hello there, it is me, the Polar Express. Would you like to get on? Oh, I'm sorry, you might be a little big for the ride. This is designed for children, but mom and dads can get on here too. It just might be a little cramped.
I actually got a question for you.
Okay, not a lot of people ask me questions directly. They kind of just get on and ride me around the park. And, you know, they have a fun time. You can see all this. That's a good way to get a lay of the land of the park and see what rides you want to go on. Like me, the Polar Express, I'm one of those rides.
Okay, well, that's not what I asked you.
Okay, I was just kind of giving you my deal.
I'm going to do, have you seen these four? Again, I want to know if the train knows the van.
Yeah. Roll plus sharp.
That one was just a 7.
They fight back, so you're going to suffer 1 harm, but you still get some information that you need from them. You do see images of this van in their head. It's driven around like different areas of the park. The Polar Express never directly interacted with the van itself, however, but you do see like certain images where it looks like people are talking to the van as if it's another one of the same weird sentient creature rides, but the Polar Express never did it. But Andy, you're staring in there, and we all do hear this horrific sound that luckily for us as players don't hear, but listeners will hear the weird amalgamation I made in post of what sounds like the mixture of a train whistle and blood-curdling screams together. Ooh. As you burn inside this head, like you start to see like parts of like the wheels of this train are melting. You don't kill it completely, but you are hurting it. And a child is crying, just being like, I just want to go on a train, and I love trains, and they make me feel safe, and that woman's hurting a train.
Andy kind of pulls back from the Polar Express, and as she does, she goes, ah! And like a cool cut appears on her cheekbone. She like puts her hand up to it coolly and says, yeah, they were here.
I'm inside of the train right now, causing a little bit of a scene, just like, Tom Hanks, where is he? America's Everyman, the new Jimmy Stewart. I want to see an Uncanny Valley version of him with smooth skin and dead eyes.
Hunter, come on. Our business here with this locomotive is done.
Oh, and then the sound of the bells, they fade for me as the Christmas magic begins to dim for Hunter Farmer.
Oh, no.
It's like Mark Hoppus said, I guess that this is growing up.
Come on down. I'll read you the book later when we park. I know we have it in our crate of kids' books that we kept for you all those years ago that we're too afraid to give up because we want to make sure when you have a kid, your grandma and grandpa can still read the books that we read to you to them.
I chuckle to myself and I say, it's just like Mark Hoppus also said. He wants to bone. This I know.
Wait, Greg, what are you talking about? We didn't read Hunter anything when he was little. We haven't known each other that long. Ah! And she holds the cut on her cheek as if it's burning her extra. And I'm gonna roll Who Am I?
Ooh, this is the new move that all three of you have access to. So you get to roll with plus weird, and your weird is a 0.
Nice. So yeah, I am gonna roll plus weird to try and figure out what's been happening to me. It's a 6.
You like close your eyes and you're trying to remember like really hard. All we kind of see is like from the camera point of view is like you closing your eyes and there's these different like hues and flashes of color and light on your face as you wake up and there let's say 3 kids and 2 parents are dead at your feet. And you're holding the box cutter in one hand, and you have some like scratches on your face, some lacerations around your neck, as if people were trying to fight back from you. And you don't know what happened at all.
Huh. Seems like I don't remember. Well, I guess I'll just check my camera roll later. And she walks away. She like steps over the bodies and walks.
I follow Andy Chiefer.
Greg waits for a moment behind and looks at the train. He sees the conductor and throws a yo-yo at the conductor's eyes, replacing the eyes with the yo-yo, 2 sides of the yo-yo. Somehow.
So you found him? You found Tom Hanks?
You like throw this yo-yo, it splits in half, like
Yeah, thank you.
like
Yes.
like the fucking glaive from Kroll goes into his eyes. And then like they go in like flat, and then they go under the eyes to pop the eyes out to where you see that his eyes are just yo-yos. And then you yank the string to get the yo-yo back. It collapses onto itself, and the conductor does fall over dead.
And so Greg Dead turns back around, but Hunter, were you watching this?
I was, and I must admit, I felt nothing. I no longer hear the bells. This man I was hunting for, I watched him fall dead. Who am I? I thought I was a good boy, but this town, this entire park seems to be rejecting me, Hunter Farmer. A big boy, yes, but good.
You roll Who Am I, and because of your last roll that you failed with I'm a Good Boy, you actually get an additional +1, and your weird is 3, so you'll get a total of +4 to this roll.
Ooh.
Oh, I hope it rolls do not fail me now. Oh, and they did not, so that was that's a 6 plus a 4 is a 10.
Great. So you do ask like, who are you? And you get this like flashback to weeks or months ago. You're not exactly sure, but you are inside of the mechanic shop in Dalton, and you do see like Greg Dead pull out his gun, shoots a giant monster, and it falls dead. And Greg says, does one of his classic Greg catchphrases. You see like this body like stand back up, and just like you see Greg just get impaled through the chest as these like spores just like spit out into both yours and Andy's face, and these tentacles go into Greg's mouth, implanting these spores as well. And you all just kind of like start coughing, and you, Hunter, do remember like Mr. Yeller standing over the 3 of you, chanting some weird, just creepy shit as you kind of look over into a mirror and see your eyes turn yellow, and you start to get flashes of all these towns you've gone to, trying to look for like the con man, the horse girl, the man in overalls, and the van, as y'all have just like waylaid to people. And it's gotten more and more brutal every single town that you're in. And now you do put together, you now have the eye patch eye, and you have like the 5 o'clock shadow, but you've thought it was just puberty, but different parts of your body have been changing, and things have been going worse and worse, and you haven't checked in with your mother since this happened.
What kind of a boy am I? I'm not a big boy at all, but I am but a vessel for spores. Yellow spores, as are my comrades. And Donut, it says I get I also get a new ability that can help you in my current situation.
Yeah, whatever you want right now, you could have that.
So I become a 3D rendered image, and the camera spins around as the Digimon theme plays. And I go pure white, and I am reformed I am no longer Hunter Farmer. Now I am Hunter Farmer with 2 rat tails.
Okay.
Twin rat tails.
No, okay, so is it just that is it one tail that forks out into 2, or is it 2
No.
fully separate ones?
I'm glad you asked. It's lateral. There's one atop the other.
See, didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize how that's the trickiest rat tail to grow.
And I've done it without even trying.
Yeah,
Another has just grown out of the back
So
of my
you now
neck.
have double rat tails.
I stretch my neck and I just sort of crack my neck and then we go, feels good to have 2. So now that I have this, is there a way for me to share this with the others?
You can tell them.
Comrades, Auntie Greg.
Andy has been like taking videos of all the bodies she's stepping over, and then she like looks up at you wildly.
Auntie Greg, the past few weeks, months, days, I cannot say. We have been changed, different. You see how we've all been losing time, having dark thoughts, becoming strange versions of ourselves? We are but spore holes. We are vessels for spores. We are thralls to Mr. Yellow.
Cut to confessional. Andy's massaging her temples, and she's like, spores. That explains the Greg thing. Back.
I know.
You know?
You know?
Come to confessional. I did the who am I move before the game started.
I rolled a 20.
Cut forward. I mean, yeah, why reject this gift? Look at all it's given us. It's given us power and it's given us each other. Andy, you ran from me. You ran from happiness. You ran from a relationship that you could thrive in. And now you're coming back home. Hunter, you're tight. You keep on saying you have parents. You have parents. Where are they? They're not here, but we're here. And with the spores, we can protect you and support you. And look, we've already raised you up into a boy with 2 tails that you never thought possible.
Greg, I have 2 questions for you. 1, do you really not have object permanence? Do you believe if you can't see something, they're gone forever?
I don't.
'Cause your question to me implies you do.
The first. I mean, I think what
And question 2, sure, look at all we've gained, and I gesture back to the entire amusement park, and you see that it's in flames. You see an enormous candy cane teetering, and then it falls and it smashes into Mrs. Claus's rest house, and you hear from inside as she shouts, "Oh no, I'm dying!" You see a headless Rudolph running around, just looking for his head everywhere. You see the chaos, you see the dead Santa, you see the fires. But look at all we've lost.
No, that's because this is Halloween. It's Halloween.
It's not Halloween, it's Christmas. It's neither, it's the summer.
What? What are you talking about? Whoa, Hunter, you're looking. I like your hair, man. What are we doing here?
Don't you see? We've become the property of Mr. Yellow.
I really feel strongly. Andy's got like yellow blood coming out of her nose. It's cool. I just feel like if we find this van and these 3 people, like, maybe we can get out of here. Like, maybe Mr. Yellow will let us go.
I just think if we are his thralls, then maybe... And then the yellow returns to my eyes. I say, maybe you've got a point, Andy. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do whatever Andy wants to do. I'll do whatever she says. Let's go find the van.
Let's go.
Y'all walk back towards trying to find the van on any sign, and you are now greeted by some security guards, and along with them is an older looking man. You see he has a name tag that says owner, and his name is Saul. You see next to him a very perky and chipper 20-year-old assistant manager, name tag with Lane, and next to her is this very adorable little animatronic come to life reindeer. No name tag on them, but they look very cute and adorable as they're all like trying to stand off with you. You hear the reindeer speak up.
Just for context, this thing looks like a Small World animatronic if you slapped Bambi's head on it, pioneer dress. Googly eyes, kind of looks like a furry from the 50s, concocted this thing and was having thoughts.
Knew how they felt. They knew there wasn't a community for them yet.
I had an idea.
Where do I put all these feelings?
And it's about knee height to the nearest person next to her's lane. And she looks up to you guys like, excuse me, folks. We've been hearing some really nasty things about goings on in the park. And as your HOAR, Human or Animatronics Resources Officer, I would like to politely request you step out of the park for me, sirs and ma'am.
Who else is there in the group?
This reindeer, a young girl named Lane, the owner, a guy named Saul, and then there's some security guards.
Okay, without thinking, I'm going to cast What Would God Do? Offensively.
It's a roll plus sharp.
Okay, that's going to be a 6. Which is the worst.
Well, once again, what happens is you see like Hunter Farmer, like his hair turns like platinum white. There's this like light and glow about him. His eyes flash from yellow to just like pure white as one of the security guards that was standing next to y'all is no longer there, but you don't know it because he's been erased from time. And actually what's really upsetting about this is he had the best lemon bar recipe anyone at this park has ever had, which is also now gone from existence because he was never there to make it. It's still, okay, not gone from existence. He got it from his grandmother, but nobody at this park has gotten it because his grandmother, she was a refugee and didn't really speak English, so she didn't get to pass it along. So now it had existed before this, but it did not get passed on to that. And he actually passed on to so many people that this recipe would have been passed on for generations.
And so at that exact moment, somebody across the park is biting into what at one point was one of his lemon bars, and mid-bite they say, this is, and then it turns into a different lemon bar, and they say, fine.
Yeah.
Andy walks towards the reindeer with her hands up, and she's like, hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with the park. And you like see behind her, like it racks focus, and you see all of the like flames and like smoke coming out and all the dead bodies. There's nothing wrong with the park, okay? Campsite rules. We're leaving it better than we found it.
I mean, it is fair for you to make your case to the authorities, but, unfortunately, we're not really strangers here to, minor/major infractions here in Santa Land. Lane and I, we've been training very recently up till now, but, we're very used to this kind of situation. We're very brave, and I'm not crying, but we need to put this in the office and have a real talk about it right now.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
it's-
seem like you seem like a real busybody. And Andy like crouches down and puts her face close to the deer's face, like a little know-it-all. Would you say that's fair?
I have a degree now, ma'am, in online management studies, so I do know a lot. Yes, thank you.
I am online management studies.
You are?
And I've got a question for you.
You have a bachelor's degree too?
She ignores you and pushes the photo in your face. And her voice sounds sickening when she says,
Have you seen these before?
Roll this for me first, and then I'm going to tell you what happens. So once again, it is with sharps, you add 2 to your roll.
9.
Great. So what happens is you're like shoving that in, and before you can like push the photo onto Snowbell's face, Lane jumps in the way and shoves Snowbell out of the way and just screams, Snowbell, no! And then you like shove the photo in Lane's face, and you do get all of these flashbacks of Lane's interactions, like training Marlon, Ron, and Jamie. She was actually like the assistant manager that trained them. She has these interactions where like she was flirting with Marlon, was very into him, didn't realize he was gay, became really close friends with Jamie, had a lot of stuff shared with her. Then there was this weird night at Halloween Town whenever the ride started turning into animatronics. Then they all got possessed. Fast forward to she now knows that like the van, Stefan, like she saw the van driving around talking to them. She knows that they're all like monster hunters and that they're on this like road trip fighting off this stuff like that. You literally get like the gold pot of information about the road trippers, and you now know they're called the road trippers, and about the van, as you just see like Lane's like face is like you just made her skin loosen. Like it looks like it's not as attached to the face as before, and it's just kind of like going down. And she is screaming in pain. And Andy, just another like little cut goes across your face. There's some like yellow blood seeping out of you, but you like hit the jackpot on this information. Saul is like now like going to like shove Andy and is trying to hold her down.
Whoa, sucks to be old.
Hunter and Greg, what are you doing?
Well, as simple as that, I'm going to cast Rat Tail Blade.
I love that you guys keep saying cast.
I cast. I use my intelligence modifier to cast Rat Tail Blade. I rolled a d20.
Great, yeah, so you get to roll and add a +3 to this.
That would be a 9 plus 3 is a 12.
Who are you going after?
That's a good question.
Saul was the one shoving Andy and trying to like get her off of Lane.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
Great, so since you're Rat Tail Blade, you now have 2 of them, and so they both do 2 harm wholly. You just see these rat tails like extend, grow out of like Hunter's face. You're commanding these rat tails with your mind, and you just see them just fucking go into each on like a side of Saul's neck as he's like just and then the last thing he says before like he chokes on his blood, he's looking at Snowbell and Lane, just goes, "Run! You got tell Marlon and them they're coming." And like you just see him like fall to the ground, and there was 3 security guards, but we only know of 2, and the other 2 are going to like they're going after Greg and Hunter, but Snowbell, Lane's on the ground, all droopy faced, screaming.
Oh, Jesus. I'm staring in horror, like just horror watching her. Like she's reaching out and like the skin is in such a bad state of decay that it's like smearing across the plainsman dress that Snowbell has been outfitted with. It's just bad. The 1,000-mile stare, Snowbell just stammers and looks between the horror. You know, eyes are darting back and forth, which is insane given that they're painted. And just fucking scuttles. She's gonna scuttle.
Andy is going to take after her on all 4s.
Yeah, Andy, you get down on all 4s, and it's truly terrifying to see this happening, because despite it doesn't make any sense why this does make Andy move faster. It does. Andy is.
It feels like it'd be the position you're not used to. You'd go way slower.
Yeah. But like what you start to see is like Andy's body, like the bones in her are like cracking and contorting to like actually make it to where.
Yeah, she's got like the backwards knees.
Yeah, like backwards knees popping up like that. Like the spine is like cracked and arched as like she is just like jumping and bounding off of like attractions, rides, dead bodies, like trying to go after Snowbell. Greg, there's 2 security guards on you. What are you doing?
Using the power of I am Mr. Yellow, you suddenly see spinning around like a Digimon devolution that the camera spins around Greg, but then we see that rather than changing, the energy comes through the crest of fatherhood, which he has earned by being the father of the group, and shoots through him. His back twists around to the most daddy of all creatures of all, the armadillo. His back is now shelled. His arms buffy and clawed, and his tail is a string with a little loop around it. He has turned into an armadillo yo-yo father, who then can spin like Sonic and shoot where Andy is chasing. Do I have to roll for that, or is that allowed? Your Majesty.
I like this. You get a +3 on this anyways, so give me a +3. And then Carly did have a really good tag that I want her to say again.
Okay.
Oh, what did I say?
You said the armor dad.
Oh, yeah.
I got, with the +3, I got an 8.
Armor Daddy.
It was worth it. Great. So you get the ability you want. You're gonna take 1 harm as this armadillo shell is very newly formed, but so it's not completely hardened, but it's still does the trick.
It's like a baby skull.
Yeah, it's like a baby skull. It's malleable, but you'll have a flat back forever. But so you bust through and just like knock these 2 security guards off. Also, we get like this just quick shot of like you knocking through the 2 security guards. It does look like Hunter's rat tail blades are drinking blood somehow through hair. We don't stick on it long enough, but I do want to point it out.
My hair gets stronger with every sip.
Yeah. They become thicker locks as it just bursts through, that knocks over the 2 security guards like bowling ball pins.
But the tail with the loop has stayed wrapped around Hunter. He has control of the yo-yo. If that makes any sense, Your Majesty.
Of course. It's a father passing off the ring to the child
Exactly,
that he has claimed. We all get the metaphor you're going for here.
Thank you,
Exactamundo.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I feel bad for the audience that we're explaining something so obvious.
Tim is clearly pissed to have to like run this by anyone.
No. I appreciate the help, Your Majesty.
So you're tethered to your forcefully adopted son. You blast through the 2 security guards. Lane is trying to run and keep up with Snowbell, barely doing it. And Snowbell, you turn to see if Lane is still behind you, and you do see this Armadaddy just like crush and roll over Lane as you just hear like bones snapping and cracking as she is crushed under him, and you just hear her yell, "Run, find them."
How much space do I have between everybody and me right now?
Andy's pretty close on you. She is terrifyingly fast, like jumping and bound on stuff. I'd say you got like she's like a good, let's say 10 feet behind you at this point.
Okay, and then the armadillo shell's like right up on.
No, the armadillo shell is stopped a little short because it is tethered to a string, as we all know.
As we all know.
And so as it's tethered, it is sort of like rearing up like a dog on a chain, but it's a walk the dog, so it's like a
walking the dog. But also what's really comical to me, sad to the listeners, it is just bashing Lane up and down as it is just like going up and down on this corpse.
Yes.
Now it's a corpse. At the beginning it was a body, now it's a corpse.
Well, now it's a corpse.
Yeah.
We got there eventually.
Yeah, that was her Digimon transformation.
It's just a body spinning around.
It's not dead.
Digimon.
They're all saying this as if they're chasing me. So just between the flames and the busted radio noise, like, Digi. Just whispering amongst themselves. I am gonna run to the security tower. I'm gonna start crawling up the stairs to the security. Can I attempt to hide?
You're gonna accent pressure. You're gonna roll with plus cool, and I'll give you a +1.
That's a 5.
You run and you do make it into the security office. It's just a small little booth. You're like huffing and panting, hoping you didn't get caught. Andy, you saw it plain as day. She is a animatronic. More mobility than Tipsy the elf in the beginning, but not that much. You know where she is. She is in this very small shack of a security office.
While I'm in there, I'm just gonna grab the security intercom and I'm just gonna start screaming, Guy, where are they? Hello? Where is any? Oh, it is a phone. Someone needs a phone. I don't have a phone number and I don't know where you are. You're not in our staff records, but you know them. I get Lane's phone before she died.
You hear it like through the door, you just hear, "Hey, it's me, your girl, Andy." And then like her head is gonna crack through the door. And she's gonna be like nose to nose with you. And I'm gonna use net friends. I know a lot of people on the internet. And when I contact a net friend to help me with a mystery, I roll plus charm. So since we're both internet business enthusiasts, I'm gonna say that Snowball is my net friend. It's a 9. A 9, they're prepared to help, but it's either going to take some time or I'm going to have to do part of it myself.
You're just like very compelled to help out and do what Andy says, despite seeing all the murders that just happened.
Listen, Snow. What's your name? Snow Angel?
Snowbell. Snowbell?
Snowbell.
Snowbell, the friendly reindeer.
Bell or ball?
Bell.
Weird. Okay. Look, I don't wanna hurt you. I'm a bigan. I buy vegan food and that's all I eat. I love animals.
I appreciate the sentiment, ma'am.
I'm not.
I mean,
ma'am.
technically,
What
I
if
haven't got.
Everyone's treating me like I'm 100 years old just because I'm not an 11-year-old boy and I'm in a theme park.
It's just sort of a southeastern thing, I suppose. I'm told, at least.
Right.
I've also just been picking up
Yeah.
little bits here and there from everyone in the park.
Sure. Look, I like you, and I feel like you could help me, and in that way we could help each other.
If you're looking for something in there, can I help you find something in there?
Yeah, all I want to find is Jamie and Rod and Marlon and Stefan, and that's it. Then you're like free to go. I'll write you a hell of a letter of recommendation for whatever it is you want to do, and I'll leave you alone, safe and sound.
You'll step out of the park then? You're not gonna hurt anybody else?
Well, you're gonna come with us. You're gonna take us to these people, to the road trippers. That's their name. Yeah, I know shit.
Right, yeah. Well, I do know one of those names. I actually, come to think of it, I do know Santa. That does remind me a little bit of Santa, but
Oh, he's dead.
Ron's a name I haven't heard in connection with that fella. You know, actually, I think I got that guy's name wrong, because apparently his name was Harold Hill this entire time, and I just assumed his name was Marlon, which is, I guess, the sort of assumption I make about people, and I really got to check that about myself.
You talk
but
when you're nervous, huh?
You hear a Godzilla roar as through a window the maws of the Armadaddy screech as spit and spittle spray all over your face.
You're like stepping on Andy's butt. Andy's like only halfway through the door right now. Hey!
And you hear from outside, you hear Hunter Farmer saying, I have no way of knowing if Greg is far from me or near to me and kaiju-sized.
Wait, time out.
Or far from me. I'm sorry, I'm new to it. Far from me and kaiju-sized or near to me.
Thank you.
Maybe I have gotten small.
Snowbell's just staring between the three of them, trying to figure out who we're answering to. Mid-answer, I got caught. It would be impolite to stop talking to someone mid-conversation.
I think Armadaddy's got the floor since he came in roaring.
That was just to create tension.
Just to make a point.
Look, I had no. Please don't look
And
at me.
nothing maintains that tension.
Yeah, please don't look at me. I didn't expect this. I thought I was just gonna be more,
I apologize. I was attempting to raise the stakes.
Hey guys, Annie's gonna pull her head out of the wall and then just like open the door, normal style. Hey guys, me and Snowbell here, we're just striking a deal, right, Snowbell?
Well, I don't really know what else I can say that'll help you. Do you need their help?
Well, I saw that you were trying to contact someone on this walkie-talkie.
Well, we do have a mutual friend, Guy Rando.
That'll do.
No one else seems to know who he is, but you know, we seem to have some sort of mutual relationship, long term apparently.
Yeah.
They said they were demons with him down in wherever the last place they were was.
Sick.
I don't know. There's a lot of places in the United States, and I just don't understand
Dope.
it. I just know Santa's land.
Yeah.
Enough of your honeyed lies! And I'm gonna jump through the hole that Andy created, and I'm once again with my my twin rat tail blades.
Wait, you're a little boy, aren't you?
I'm
Don't
a
you
big
believe
boy.
it? No, but what about the spirit of Christmas?
It's
Don't you
dead!
believe in
Santa
Santa
Claus
Claus?
is dead! I watched him die!
No, he's in the picture there. You're looking for him, right? That is Santa.
Wait a minute.
I've looked for Santa in the heart of my fellow man and found it lacking.
Wait, Hunter, hold on.
I'm Hunter Farmer, and I'm going through puberty.
Snowbell, are you saying that one of these people in the photograph is...
I put my arms to my side, and I begin spinning in an offensive circle so my blades will spin around like helicopter blades.
Oh, God!
Roll was less tough. You had 3.
I'm so sorry. I got a 12.
So Andy's trying to question Snowbell about one of these people being Santa Claus. And Hunter Farmer just like a child having a temper tantrum is spinning around in circles, screaming. And we just see like Angie's like trying to like say stop. Greg Dad is still just there for tension, not adding anything else. And then we see Snowbell's like eyes get all wide as we just like, and then we get a cut of like we get like a zoom in on like the rat tail just spinning, and then we just like see Snowbell's head get lobbed off.
Hunter! Sometimes you're such a fucking dummy.
And I end in a 3-point landing.
Wait, how many of those points are rat tails?
2.
Greg rolls out of the armadillo shell as it falls apart behind him like a carapace off a bug. He's back in his normal form with a normal yo-yo, and then he casts yo-yo language to interact with the ectoplasm of the recently dead form so we can give her some final words.
Very thoughtful.
You just wrap this yo-yo around Snowbell's freaking decapitated head, and it just floats up. And Snowbell, you get some final words as you can speak from beyond the dead thanks to Greg's yo-yo.
Can we all hear her? Or
Yeah.
Joel, I don't like the way you said that.
Greg's cool, yo-yo.
Yeah. The central plot point of the show.
Hey.
Greg's yo-yo.
Yo-yo.
Whenever we do the credits, you know how like like there's like the credits and then the last one's and then that's and Greg's yo-yo.
As itself. Snowbell's decapitated head, which is now floating, entangled in the yo-yo, is gonna just sort of... It's gasping for air, but then it returns to its final moment of life. And she says, Santa, I remember turning. I remember when I had flesh inside my body.
Oh, shit.
You were always there. Where did you go?
Fuck. This sucks.
And then the head just falls down, and that's the last thing that it says.
Wow. I hope you guys are happy. We don't know which of these 4 people / vans are Santa Claus, and also you made me break veganism.
I'm not happy. Perhaps I will never be happy again. Santa is dead. The spirit of Christmas is dead. And I want to go to Halloween Town.
No, you're missing the point. What she was about to tell us is that one of these people, the road trippers, is actually Santa.
And I look at them and say, probably the big fella.
Maybe. Or is it a van? She turns to Greg.
Hey.
And she's like, we're over, by the way.
What?
And she's gonna stomp back to the station wagon.
We cut to a confessional, and you see Hunter Farmer now wearing a leather jacket. He's got an eye patch, 5 o'clock shadow, a leather jacket. He wears a black sleeveless shirt underneath it. He's got his arms crossed. He says, could this perhaps be the end of the Hellblockers? We cut back.
Cut to confessional. Andy it's that weird footage again where like things are inverted and it's grainy, and Andy is like holding up her broken backwards knees like in the air. She's like, ow, 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 ow. Cut back.
Cut the confessional. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna edit it, but I broke up with her and she cried a lot.
And we cut back into, and now all we see is like Andy has taken the station wagon and is just like driving away. We don't really get how she's driving because her legs are wrapped around her back towards the front and her feet are grabbing the steering wheel, and I guess her hands are using the pedals. Hunter is walking down the road alone in a cool leather jacket with a thumbs up.
Yeah, I got the thumbs out too. It's like the Hulk walking away.
Yeah. Greg Dead is we just see him doing the confessional in the park to no camera, talking about how he broke up with Andy, and it was finally his time and his decision. And then we get like just a smash, a title smash that just says "The Tale of the Hellblockers Part 2," and then it cuts to credits.
Yeah.
Question mark?
Yeah. Question mark.
Question mark.
Oddity Roadshow is an actual play podcast using the Monster of the Week system.
I'm Tim Platt, and I played Greg Dead, the guy with the yo-yo.
I'm Carly Monardo. I played Andy Cheever.
My name's Branson Reese. I played Hunter Farmer.
I'm Delaney Jordan, and I played Snowbell, the friendly reindeer.
And I've been your GM, Joel Ruiz. Music by People Need Goals, Zach Nichols, and Sarashu, with character art by Christine Marina and episode art by Sarah Gobble. For additional information, please visit our website at oddityroadshow.com. And thank you so much for listening to episode 46, The Tale of the Hellblockers, Part 2. Great stuff. I loved it. Everyone's mad at me. Y'all are mad at me. But listen, I don't give a shit about it, okay? That's it. And I do want to give a special thank you to Delaney Jordan for reprising her role as Snowbell. We had this planned the whole time. She literally just sat on the call and waited until we brought her in. Thank you so much to Branson. Thank you so much to Tim. Thank you so much to Carly. Here's some plugs from them.
Listen to Rude Tales of Magic and those stars of space, and come check out my Instagram, I am King Bozo, where I will be posting about all the amazing shows I'm doing in New York City and around the world. I
am also on Rude Tales of Magic and those stars of space, and you can follow me on social media if you want. The handle is @WorringBlender.
And also Rude Tales and those, we're all from the same shows. And you follow me on social media, at Branson Reese on most things. On Instagram, though, it's at Branson of God. I need to change it.
You can find me most places at Delaney L. Jordan, Twitter, or Blue Sky. You can also find me on YouTube at Infinite Snow Productions for video essays and general bullshit. Also, I have a Patreon.
You guys want to hear us talk about the episode? Have a little sneak peek of Oddity Post Show, episode 46. Once again, sadly, Branson, Tim, and Carly were too busy to do a post show, but we do talk about it with the main cast because they didn't know any of this until I had them listen to it. It's very fun because we recorded this episode so long ago, and they're just now hearing it as we're an arc and a half ahead of recording this episode. So yeah, here's a little sneak peek.
When I
vertically oriented rat tails.
I didn't really understand that.
No, they're coming one over the other. Yeah, they're like both coming off the back.
When I was trying to figure out what I could possibly do in that situation to maybe not prolong my life, but maybe get some advantages, the first thing I thought of was, you know what? You know, the first one I can appeal to Branson. I can appeal to Hunter Farmer and his childish sense of whimsy. If anyone's gonna believe in the power of Christmas the way I do, it's gonna be Hunter Farmer. And it fucked me up so bad that I cheated myself out of more airtime.
Yeah, check out that episode over on patreon.com/doyouvalidate. And I do want to give a special thank you to Delaney Jordan for joining us on that one. As you all heard, Delaney did reprise her role as Snowbell. And yeah, she's on the post show as well. And talking about how we had this dastardly plan the whole time. Check out Rude Tales Magic. Check out everything all those people do. Literally, none of the Rude Tales crew can produce anything that's not gold. And so happy to have all of them on. I'm so happy they signed on to do this stupid-ass thing that is truly traumatizing to our listeners. And yes, I know everyone's mad at me. And we talked about this on the post show, but like the whole setup for Arc 4 was I wanted to give them a big win because I knew I was going to take it away later. So that's it. I've been told I'm a bastard man many a times, and I'm okay with it, honestly. I really enjoyed what we got to do in this episode, and it was very fun, and I don't take anything back. And I'm not sorry, actually. How about that? How do you like that? But yeah, as always, the same things. Please tell everyone about this. Tell people about it, you know. If you guys just want to tell people, listen to Help Lockers Part 1 and 2. It's very weird, but it would be kind of funny to listen to these two first and then go listen to the whole series. Branson, Carly, and Tim did a great job on each of them. All of them will be coming back, but in their own individual episodes. So you actually get to see each of the Help Lockers engage with the road trippers. But that's, once again, that's endgame shit, baby. We'll have them on later. And tell people about the show. Gold, Blue Sky. I don't know what their things are called, but Skeet, Tweet. Just make a post about us. We're on social medias. We got a website, Do You Validate? We got another show called The Astonishing Adventures of the SS Bad Ship. It's a little bite-sized sci-fi comedy. Me as the GM, a whole other cast. It's a fucking great-ass time. We got Critical Bits. If you've never listened to that, go back. We got a whole series that's out. We got a movie improv show called Rift Tank. We got Jingle Jangle, which is going to come out. It's a Riverdale fan cast. You got a lot of stuff over at Do You Validate. We're really trying to churn it out, and we really appreciate everyone for their support. And speaking of support, we do want to thank our executive producer, Andrew Harper, and our two associate producers, Luke Holt and Beerus. And this week, for the Eternal Light level, I'm actually going to give a shout out to Luke Holt. That's right, everybody. Luke Holt. He is one of our associate producers. So we're talking about him every episode, but this one we're doing a little specialized. We're doing a little focus on Luke, saying, hey, Luke, what's going on? Thank you so fucking much for being associate producer. Thank you so much for being great in the Discord. Thank you so much for putting on Cobtober. Thank you for the art. Thank you for being just a all-around good fucking dude. Good fucking time. Long-time supporter, and it means a lot, you know. I hope everything's going well for you. I hope it's not too cold wherever you are, and I hope it's not too hot. I hope it's a perfect temperature. Probably only inside of a building, though, because when this comes out, it's wintertime, and it probably is still sucking because global warming is going to kill us. But we're not here to talk about doom and gloom. We're here to talk about motherfucking Luke Holt. That's right, Luke Holt, everybody. I think I threatened everyone to say nice things to Luke on an episode of Bad Ship recently because I gave him a shout out there, but I'll do it here too. You all say nice things to Luke. Tell him good stuff. You know, tell him you're proud of him. Tell him everything's great. You know, that's it. That's all we can do. Compliment each other. Be support and community for each other because everything's not going great. Everything's looking grim and fucking doom and, you know, shit's going down. That's it. Thank you, Luke. Tell people about us. I mean, I know you already do, Luke, but this is for everyone else. Luke's doing the work. He's an associate producer. Luke doesn't have to do anything else for us. He's already doing so much. And everyone else, you guys do the work. You guys tell people about us. Tell people about the shows. Tell people about the Do You Validate Network. If you're ever in Atlanta and you want to check out the studio, come check it out, you know. I've had a couple of people come by, check out the studio. It's really fun, especially for patrons to come see what the help and support. And, you know, just thank you to everybody. Thank you once again to Branson, to Tim, to Carly, and to Delaney for doing this episode. It was a lot of fun. It's really cool getting to do, like, the background plot, showing some stuff that's going on with Mr. Yellow and building up to a greater, bigger thing. And, yeah, I mean, once again, sorry, everybody, what I did. I lied. I'm not sorry. You're welcome for what I did. And make sure to come back in 2 weeks for episode 47, Gutter Double. The camera opens back on the now wrecked and burning Santa's Land Fun Park and Zoo. As a mysterious figure walks up, looking at all the destruction and decay in front of him, he walks through the park trying to find any semblance or sign of life, but all he can find is the small, quaint whispers coming from a burnt-down security shed as a decapitated reindeer skull is wishing for death. As this man removes his cloak, you see a salt and pepper beard with beautiful brown skin, and he looks down at the reindeer and just says, "Who did this?"
There was the boy. There was the armadillo man. There was the lady with the funny elbows. You ruined everything.
I guess it's okay.
Killed them all.
Tell me, what's your name?
Snowbell, friendly reindeer. I got sisters. My sister's okay.
I don't think anyone here is okay, Snowbell. But I know one thing I can do for you. I can't bring anyone back, but I can help you rest.
I'm really tired.
It's okay.
I've been working forever.
Well, Snowbell, it's time to take a break. And don't worry, I'm here to help you.
But I already had my half an hour.
It's okay. I think you deserve a little bit more of a break. I just want to let you know everything's okay. It's great to make a new friend, Snowbell. My name's Zane.
It's great to make a good friend, Zane.
He smiles at you. You see like this blue hue go over his hand as he just like waves it across your face, and like your eyes are able to shut again, and Snowbell is able to go to sleep.
This show is part of the Do You Validate network.